All right. The War of the Worlds 1953. I've wanted to watch this for a while. I've also wanted to revisit the Spielberg 2005 one, which I might also do. So it looks like it's just a Paramount picture is what shows up at the very beginning, and it looks like a really old like font and all that. So no extra logos at the beginning. Skip your HBO Max or whatever you have. If your copy isn't the exact same length, it's probably not a big deal. It might just be extra credits at the end if you're watching on a streaming service or something. Yeah, so I'm using the fact that there's a new Ice Cube one that everybody's clowning on. I'm using that as an excuse to watch these older ones. Because I've never seen the 53 one, and I really wanted to. I was like debating doing this and the 2005 one as a recommendation for the podcast. And I guess I should have. I guess I should, even though the Funny Games episode was awesome. I guess I should have. I didn't realize this other one would be like such a big thing that people were paying attention to. So, yeah, we'll see. I'm just gonna watch this. It's less than 90 minutes. After this, we should watch Are We There? Well, I don't know. We might watch 3 War of the Worlds movies today. Okay, we're just gonna start now. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Actually, hold on. My alarm's going off. Sorry. Okay, that's nothing. All right, for reals this time. Sorry, everybody. 3, 2, 1. Fun. Music's good. Oops. You missed. Gulf of Space? Sorry, that's Gulf of America. That zoom was very funny. Very dated. No, Pluto. Oops. 1 second. There we go. Martians means from Mars, right? I'm just trying to get comfy. Do we have a name for like from any other planet? Comfy. See, this looks weird because his butt's in my face, so maybe I should just. Now you can't see his face. It's a good blanket, though. Big. Just trying to adjust the lighting. There we go. Meteor. I had a Big Mac. I might need a different type of pillow here. Okay. The way people talk in movies from the 50s is just so like weirdly theatrical. Like, I know there's a reason for it just because of how acting's evolved, but it's just always so weird. You can hear the echo of the fucking soundstage too. That's funny. Why is it echoey outside? I mean, you can control for the weather better when you're filming at a soundstage, and it's not like anybody cared in the 50s. Like, no one had any idea, and people would just believe it. The book? I don't know when the book was from, actually. I don't think the 1850s, though. Maybe like the 30s, 40s. When was the book? 1890s? Really? Wow. Wow. Ew, square dance. Ew. This is the future mega wants. Everyone's square dancing. Not a fan of square dancing. I don't know. It just seems fascist. Yeah, it's just like if you're gonna keep going back to the same location, it would make sense to do a soundstage in the 50s. It's a crazy sound. It's not very sneaky. Why sneak attack? Hmm. Hmm. What? Hmm? I want to be the first to fuck him. Oh yeah, aliens would understand what a white flag is. You're just so fucking stupid. You have no idea what the fuck. Okay, to be fair, people are that stupid, so it's not like the fault of the film, I guess. But let's give it a gesture that humans recognize. That we don't know what it would mean to them. I'd be hiding in the bushes while these guys did their shit. We don't even know if the aliens are hot. Why do this? Everybody. That was funny. No smooching in the dark. Wow. Fascist. I hate Puritan culture. Fucking smooch. If you want to smooch, just fucking smooch. It's not hurting anyone. What? My watch isn't working. Jeepers. Oh, jeepers. The word jeepers is funny. Were watches in the 50s battery operated or like wind up or I guess batteries would make sense, right? Did they have batteries that small in the 50s? I guess they would have to. Yeah. Right. Because the implication is that electronics are not working. Right. Pocket compass. They were mostly mechanical. Yeah. Magnetism can ruin wind up watches too. Okay, that makes sense. Meow. Gordon Freeman? Oh, they're buddies. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, a giant thing was right in front of us the entire time. Wasn't even hiding. We were just fucking that stupid. Yeah, this is good for what it is. Yeah, I remember the Spielberg movie like freaked me out when I was 13, 14. It must have been. It must have been 14. Shut up. Toronto, Italy. Why are they slow? Probably jets. Gyroscopic. All right. I wanted to try a different pillow here. Try this one out. Space Invaders. You get my trick. Yeah, this pillow is way comfier. Oh my god. This is an official Disney Japan scar plushie, is where it's from. Oh, this pillow is so much comfier. That was such a good idea. Oh. I was feeling kind of shit today. I wasn't even sure if I would be streaming, so this is like the ultimate compromise, is just chilling and laying down, but also getting some work done or whatever. Like I've just, yeah, my energy's been so shit. I've been having like heart palpitations like every fucking evening recently, and I'm just like, I'm waiting for a call back from the internal medicine people. I'm supposed to get a call this week, but today's Thursday. I haven't gotten a call today, so hopefully. Oh, thanks, Jay. Hopefully, I get a call tomorrow. Otherwise, maybe I'll try to call them tomorrow before the Patreon hangout. I don't know. Yeah, I saw that, Sonex. Everybody has their own personal experiences with things, right? How does the mic sound, by the way? Because I changed the settings again. And how does the camera look? Because it's... Yeah, the camera looks better, doesn't it? Brighter? I mean, my room's kind of dark, but... Like, I'm watching... the lights are dimmed, right? Let's see what full brightness looks like. Yeah, this is... Ah! This is how bright my room is, like, when I'm working. But... This is for when we're watching things on the TV, because otherwise we get the glare off of the lights on the other direction. And then I just dimmed it from there to be a bit dimmer. Oh. Thanks. Metalhead. Are we going to do a trilogy? Yeah, I mean, like, I started this one 30 minutes ago. We'd have time in the day for a trilogy. I have all 3 downloaded. So, like, I'm down, and theoretically I should have the energy for it if I'm just laying down anyway. Like, if I'm just doing this, I think I should be able to do that. I just don't know if it would have been possible if I was just sitting normal. I think this is the way to do it. Beans. From another world. Yeah, it could be a good main channel video. I'm trying to... When I say, like, don't have the energy, I mean, like, I've been feeling, like, really physically shitty the past couple weeks. I'm trying to get my health shit figured out. There's a lot of main channel videos that I would fucking love to make. I just don't know how practical it is to... I don't know. I'll be doing my TIFF schedule, like, Tuesday also. Like, that's coming up really soon. And that takes, like, 15 hours. Like, that's something I have to do for sure. Oh, God. I just remembered I gotta message somebody back about an editing thing. She's got the fucking Dorothy hair. Or Lucy hair, I mean. She's good. She's like selling it. Oh, that's a really cool effect. The force field. Yeah, that's cool. Some kind of cum jar. We're gonna need a bigger jar. That's what I said when the Scar plushie showed up. Wow. You just deleted the vehicle. Deleted. I like how what Mars attacks wound up doing with it. Everybody turns into like fucking skeletons. Wow. Fucking guttural screaming or whatever you want to call it. Agonizing. I like the old effect of just lighting people on fire. Fucking Cronenberg piece of shit. What a loser. Maps to the stars. Like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? You're embarrassing. Hey! My tummy. That was fun. That's a fun shot. Miami? What's Miami? General non-binary? General non-binary? Scar's a good blanket too. Like he's keeping in some warmth for sure. Oh yeah, I was gonna respond to that editor on here. So, 23 gigabytes. Gotta do some math. Horse! Holy shit, that's a lot of horses. what's that dumb like weird censorship like thing for the United States for that affected movies like all the way into like the early 60s? Like just some guy was like, okay, we can't have anything gay and you can't have anything reflecting lifestyles that we don't want to see. Because apparently it affected like Hitchcock movies. Hays Code, thank you. Like, does it say in the Hays Code that you can't like have a woman die in a movie or whatever? Because that kind of spoils everything, you know. Like, what are the rules for the Hays Code again? I bet MAGA would love another Hays Code. You're not allowed to put gays in movies. Honestly, that's that's gonna happen actually. Yeah, nothing potentially offensive allowed at all. Could you imagine MAGA does that for art again? Like, what's the point of Hollywood? I think they're gonna try and do that. Oh yeah, they're gonna make sure like no gay shit first. That's going to be the first thing. They're going to say in kids' movies. They'll pretend it's not no gay shit. They'll be like, no sexuality or gender, and then they'll ignore when it happens when it's not gay. That's crazy. That's a cool effect. All right. That was just a message for an editor. Maybe that's why I don't like older movies that much. I think that's probably why. Like, I gravitate towards things that are like challenging, right? And if there's literally laws that say like you can't have anything challenging in your movies, like no fucking wonder. Like, oh no, you can't be mildly offensive. We can only make movies that Ben Shapiro would watch, basically. Like, that's the law. Like a television camera. RGB, actually, even. Yeah, post 1960s, exactly. That's where movies start getting really good for me, honestly. That makes Kubrick's fucking Paths of Glory even more impressive, because you would think that would fall into the category, because it's like a very anti-war film, you know. Yeah, I noticed that they're getting Criterions. I want to see Eyes Wide Shut. I haven't seen Lolita yet either. Well, I saw the Jeremy Irons one because he's in it. And when I was like 15, I was like, I'll watch anything with him in it. You know, this is actually giving me flashbacks because there's a very similar scene in the 2005 one, actually. Yeah, that's really interesting. There's a very similar scene in the 2005 one, isn't there? Yeah, I haven't seen that since that like came out. Yeah, I remember Tom Cruise like singing to Dakota Fanning. Hello, human resources. Love me. Hey. Bro. Should have been a Chad. You'd be able to do the same thing. Dude was just lonely. Why does my throat hurt today? I don't think I'm sick. It's not like sick throat hurty. It's like I was yelling throat hurty, but I wasn't yelling. I wasn't doing voiceover yesterday or anything. No, he was icky. She's just gonna be hysterical the entire movie. It's so funny. Wah! That first scene where the priest was like her uncle or whatever decided to die. She sold it in that scene. She's been so annoying in every other scene. Like she's not selling it even. It's just like, could you imagine that's your acting? Like that's your job on set. Like, okay, you need to be as hysterical as possible the entire movie. Ah! Wah! What's going on? Conclave. Did that win Best Adapted Screenplay? Has Indian racism ever been as high as it is today? Because I feel like culturally people didn't used to. People weren't as racist towards Indians since, like, even in the 90s. It was just like, haha, funny accent. Now it's like mean. Now it's like, you're all poopy. Yeah, that's a good point, Sonex. I'm talking about unrelated people. People who aren't actively occupying. I'm talking about normies. I'm talking about normies, Sonex. Just gonna hit the Pentagon. That is, that's a funny, sad thing to have people associate you with forever. The real Mr. Enter 9/11 turning red. Like, it's probably the biggest meme that ever came out of that movie. You know? There's a sizable amount of people that the first thing they think of when they think turning red is 9/11 now. And then, like, yeah, nobody watches Mysterious Mr. Enter. So, like, he's only known as the 9/11 guy. Like, nobody thinks of him as anything else. It's like, it's a funny, dumb observation, criticism, or whatever. Like, it's a funny, dumb thing to say. A lot of people have said equally dumb or dumber things, but it's just so funny that it sticks forever. Like, it's so funny. And then that video meme where they took, like, psychic pebbles. It's difficult for me to give thoughts on movies that aren't out yet. I'm sorry. They hit the Pentagon! It's so funny. So the criticism, like, let me remember correctly. The criticism with Mr. Enter is that the Pixar movie didn't acknowledge 9/11, even though it was set in the 2000s. That was the criticism, right? That's kind of funny. That's a really funny thing to say. I like it. I feel like I've said as dumb of things. Maybe. I don't know. Just that one's so funny it sticks. And also nobody knew who he was anyway. So it's difficult not to just forever be associated with that. I think maybe I lucked out that, like, most of the dumb things that I said in my reviews were, like, before Twitter. Like, there were some just, like, weirdly factually inaccurate things that I said that just... It was before everybody was just constantly shitting on each other. Like, still, some people go back and just try to shit on me for things I said 10 years ago. That's true, but, like... Kurtwood, every time people have given me like a significant amount of shit, it's over just like literally you could just explain it away as like, oh, I'm autistic probably. And these people are just not not accepting of people whose brains work differently. It's like let me interpret that in the least charitable way possible. Like, oh. Okay. Let me interpret you in a way that I would not if it was somebody I like. The controversy with Trap was literally just over the thumbnail, and then nobody who was shitting on it actually watched the video. Like, that's true. The comments section was normal. The comments section was just like any other YouTube comment section. That's funny. Yeah, you know, not to shit on Fantano or anything, but like his compilations make me feel a bit better about my 10 years ago compilations or whatever. I guess mine aren't even compilations. Like, I love Anthony, don't get me wrong. But I'm like, yeah, mine is just weird phrasing and Moonlight review. Like, that's it. I think probably I've seen that. I don't remember. I mean, I got really good at Sekiro, so like, who cares if I sucked when I started? I think it's more impressive to start so low and then do the gauntlet, you know? I got really good at Sekiro. I beat Lady Butterfly on my first try. I got better at Sekiro than most people. Yeah, the culture was incredibly different 10 years ago, especially on the internet. Nice. Thanks, Mibble. The second half of this movie, the pacing is... I'm just kind of like not as into it the first half, which is why I'm like chatting a bit more. It's feeling slow. Build it back. Fuck. Ugh. Barf. Yeah, like digging up shit from like 10 years ago or whatever, when it's like clearly a different culture on the internet. Like, do you want every YouTuber to delete all of their old videos? Like, is that what you want? All of my YMS videos are still up. There's like some unlisted ones for other reasons, but it's still accessible in playlists. The blackface ones are weird to me because, like, Justin Trudeau, like Jeremy Johns, a third person. Like, I remember in school in Alberta, I remember two kids, like, their Halloween costume was like, we're terrorists. And it was just brown face. I was like, oh, I didn't think much of it at the time. I'm like, oh, that's kind of edgy or funny or whatever. But every time I hear about, like, oh yeah, no, Alberta was weird. Alberta was weird. Alberta's the Texas of Canada. And then Justin Trudeau being Quebecois, it's also unsurprising that he was constantly doing blackface at every single social gathering he could. Well, no, never mind. Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel, Sarah Silverman. I mean, here's the thing. In terms of like media, if it's done for like art, I think that's way more acceptable, especially if the joke is that it's shocking, right? If the joke is that like there's an awareness that you're not supposed to do it sort of thing, then that's, you know, that's part of the humor. But it really depends on the comedian. It depends on the time. Yeah, Tropic Thunder is a great example. But all I gotta say is, like, I'm a person that's like grown a lot and adapted with the times, you know, like in terms of like edginess, humor, or whatever. Like, pretty sure I've said the N word, you know. Um, I think every white person has at one point in their life. Like, obviously, you know, like after a certain point, it's like, okay, yeah, that's not appropriate. I never said it at a black person. I never said it referring to a black person. It was only just quoting, right? And at one point in time, that was considered acceptable. But now it's just like, okay, yeah, we're not doing that. Regardless of arguments, it's just like, okay, yeah, I don't feel like I need to. But the blackface one is so interesting to me because, like, there was never there were points in my life where, like, I probably wouldn't have considered that to be like a terrible thing, as in, you know, when I was in school in Alberta, I saw the brown faced kids or whatever doing that for the Halloween costume. I wasn't like, oh my god, right? But I never felt tempted to do blackface. I never thought like I would like to do blackface, you know? And that's what weirds me out about it with like Jeremy Johns and Justin Trudeau, is like, I never felt like it would be a fun thing to do. I never got the idea to do it. Which is, I guess, why I'm weirded out about it. Is like, I just don't relate to the... Yeah. I don't relate to the urge. Like it's never seemed like a fun thing to do. Because what's the point of it? Like it seems like it is inherently like mocking. The N word is not inherently like mocking. You could be quoting, right? You could be quoting someone else or like acting in a film, right? Like there's or like if you love hip hop music and you're just singing along to lyrics, at one point in time you would be like, you know, I'm just as long as I'm just singing and rapping along to the lyrics, then it's fine. You know, there was a point in time where that was the consensus. Um, but but like doing blackface, yeah, that just seems like inherently like you're just mocking or demeaning a group of people. Which I mean, like obviously the kids in Alberta doing the "we're terrorists" thing, like that was part of it. So yeah, I guess maybe that's why I've never done it. It's because I've never been ill-intentioned, despite having growing up in a certain point in time. I've I've never been malicious. That's why it seems like doing blackface outside of the context of Tropic Thunder. Like what's the point other than being malicious? Yeah, I'd like to watch Bamboozled at some point. Excuse me. Okay, I think the reason why I'm so bored in the second half of this movie is because like at no point have I attached onto any of the characters, and I don't know if there's like any real reason to. Like, is there any reason to be attached to any of the characters? Yes, I do remember. Thank you. TTS is not on while I'm doing a watch along, but I heard that. It's just not on the stream. Yeah, it's fun. So okay, here's what makes the Jeremy Jahns blackface weird. Is that it wasn't even in a review of Blade. It was a cutaway gag in a Twilight review. Like he really wanted to do blackface. Like there was like barely any reason to do it. He wasn't even reviewing Blade. Yeah, the afro didn't make any sense. Yeah, he was reviewing. He made a joke about. Yeah. And now he's reviewing Matt Walsh movies. And he loves them. That cutout looks weird. No, I'm not invested at this point either. But it's almost over. I still... I'm still shocked that Ben Shapiro loved Wicked. Like, dude loves musicals, I guess. Dude loves the gayest musicals. Beep boop. That is an interesting observation, Zach. You know, at first I didn't think much of Jeremy Jahns reviewing What is a Woman? Or wait, was it What is a Woman or what is it the other one? What was the second Matt Walsh one? Which one did he review? Am I Racist? Did he do Am I Racist or What is a Woman? It was Am I Racist. At first I didn't think much of it, but now you're kind of right. Like, that's probably the most like indie movie he's ever reviewed. Like, he's only ever reviewed like blockbusters and cape shit. I guess Am I Racist was like a success, but like, was it that big of a success that Jeremy Jahns would just naturally find it? I wonder. I'll have to look at the box office numbers. Oh, The Substance? Yeah, The Substance was a big movie. It was on people's radar. I wonder what made more money. The Substance or Am I Racist? This is a weird reality we're in. Okay, Am I Racist is not like a hit. Like, I mean, it's a hit compared to its budget. Like, 12 million total versus like The Substance, which is like for sure, what, like 40 million at least? Let's see. 77 million? Yeah, like 77 to 82 million estimate, right? Yeah, that's interesting. Very interesting now that you point that out. I mean, Critical Drinker reviewed what was the pedophile movie? What was the pedophile movie again? Sound of Freedom, yeah. Yeah, he reviewed that. And Boiling Point, which I guess was big in Scotland, so, but like indie for everyone else. Like obscure for everyone else. Yeah, I am so zoned out of this fucking movie. I don't even know what happened. I've been like the entire second half. I was at a solid 7 for like most of the first half of this movie, but the second half I'm just like so detached. Like I don't care about any of the characters is like a big problem. Like I'm not like what am I supposed to attach myself onto? Just like yay. We love movies that Ben Shapiro can watch. Did Jesus save the day? Is it because they prayed? Why did the alien die? What's the canon reason why the aliens died? Yeah, vibes and aesthetics. I mean, that's why anyone likes any movie, really. They got diseased. How was that episode? It was fun. It was hilarious, actually. Did you check its pulse? What do you mean it's dead? What do you mean? It has a pulse. Like, do you know how to check an alien's pulse? Fuck. You say that so confidently. Thanks, God. Well, thanks. Amen. Oh, God. Very 50s. Last line of the film being Amen. Oh, God. Yeah, that's a 5. That's fine. I mean, it was good. Just, I think that's fair. Hays Code or sentiment at the time? I mean, both, right? The Hays Code existed because of the sentiment at the time. It's the culture. Whether it's a Puritan law or a Puritan culture, the end result is like the same, except the law makes it so that you don't even have exceptions to the rule, which is annoying. Like you don't even have like people who are ahead of their time being able to make things break out of that mold, right? Um, I'm gonna pee, and then we're gonna watch War of the Worlds 2005. 2005. Sonex, can you change the titles on both YouTube and Twitch? Thank you.